Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Mimi's Place. First thing today is I want to thank everyone for your well wishes and your prayers yesterday. I was so under the weather. Don't know what happened. I don't want to know what happened. I know it's fibro, but I can't even imagine what spun that off. It was just horrendous. Could not keep my eyes open all day long. And yeah, it was cloudy out, so I figured it was just, the weather does affect me. But not like that. I mean, I barely got through my videos without yawning. Okay, so I'm sorry for that. But here's an interesting point. Last night, I had made that chicken soup and I did that video. And it was all natural stuff and it was just something hot and comforting. So I had a small bowl. My granddaughter had some. She loved it. I had a small bowl. I am telling you, literally, after I was done eating it, I started to wake up and feel better. So I don't know what that was about. I don't know. It's not like I didn't eat all day. I was eating. Maybe dehydrated and the broth helped. I don't know because I really have not been drinking enough water. But anyway, so today I'm back on the scene and I'm going to tell you what I'm doing in a second. So I'm going to pause the video and we'll resume. Okay, so I have a couple of apples here. I bought those apples really cheap last week, and I want to do something with them. And I was thinking of doing something, and then it reminded me today that, you know what, I really should do it. Being shelf-temper doesn't always mean clearing out your shelves. It could be mean restocking your shelves, and just putting some things back for the winter that you may like to have. Try not to spend any extra money. So this is what I'm doing. I just think it would be good and all natural. I just find that lately I can tell any kind of additive or anything in food immediately. Like just immediately. It just bothers me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own apple tea. Yeah. What I want to do is cut up this apple, which I'm going to try 2 of them because they are going to shrink, and I don't want to have to go through this twice. So this is going to definitely be for tea. And what I'm going to do is grind them up later and put it in my blender, or if I get a small, little, cheap food processor, I'm going to make it into a powder that I can just make tea. And I have cinnamon sticks, so I will grind up the cinnamon and the apple together. Then all you got to do is add boiling water to it. So, because if I buy a lot of tea bags, I don't always drink them. And it's a new adventure. It's something that I get to try, something new. So I'm just going to do these 2 apples. As you can see, I'm cutting them small. And they won't take that long to dehydrate. I'm not going to bother dipping them in lemon and to keep the color. I'm not. It's only going to be a tea. So I thought that this would be interesting. Don't know if anyone else has ever tried this. And I'm thinking also, it doesn't have to be just for tea. I mean, this is apple powder. You could put this in pancake batter and, in anything. You're making muffins, you could use it in your homemade muffin mix or add it to oatmeal. It's a powder. You can do anything with it. Wouldn't this be great if you seasoned like a pork roast or something and topped it off with a little bit of apple powder? I don't know. I'm gonna be experimenting with this. This is interesting. So yes, the apples are washed. So yeah, I'm coming up with all these different ideas. It seems like lately I just don't want to go to the store for anything anymore. And also in my state, they banned those plastic grocery bags. So now we got paper. And they rip easy. They're not made the way they used to be made. Yeah, I know I could take my reusable bags, but I never think of it. It just seems like I just hate going and then waiting in line and then I don't know. Even the self-checkout lines are always crowded, and I just never want to do it. So I'm wondering if, like, you could do this with any other fruit, really. And I think apples would make the best powder. Maybe pears. Pears with some cloves would make a nice tea. That's an idea. I like pears. I like the taste of pear, but I don't like the fruit because it has that mealy, grindy, gritty texture to it. And that's the only reason why I don't like pears. But they are good to have. Yeah, very strange yesterday how I went from not feeling well to feeling really well. And then I slept very well. What a day that was. So I didn't do a breakfast video, but in case you're wondering, I had oatmeal with raisins, cinnamon, applesauce, and a little bit of peanut butter. And my coffee. That is what I had for breakfast. Two apples. This is, I mean, I know it's going to shrink down to nothing, but I just want to try it. And 2 apples, I think it'd be enough, because if I try 1 apple and then I like it, then I'd have to go back and do it again. And if I only do 2, God forbid I don't like it or it don't come out right, I only wasted 2, but I'll try to do something else with it. I could put it in apple pancake or something, which I think I'm going to be making this weekend for breakfast. There's nothing like a baked apple pancake. It's so easy. It's really nice, easy to make. This is how I peel everything. My mom taught me this. This is how she did it. I have to use a paring knife for everything. Just the way I am. Okay. I'm going to pause the video, wash my hands, and put this on the dehydrator. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my dehydrator, and I'm just going to be putting these little apple bits onto the tray. Looks like I'm going to just be able to use 1 tray, which is good, and they will definitely dehydrate quicker. I'd like to do some of these too and just leave them aside to throw in different dishes. At that point, I will dip them in lemon juice to help keep them from discoloring, but this is only a powder, so. But yeah, if you want oatmeal and you feel like having apples in it, and just throw a few in it and okay. So 2 Gala apples make up 1 tray. And this is going to go on the dehydrator. It's going to be interesting to see how that smells when it's all dehydrating. Yeah, I have lots of things going on for Shelf-Tember. Not only, like I said, using what's on my shelf, but adding to it. The things that I add to it are for, not to be used this month. This is for October on. But when I get a cool day and a day that I feel well, I'm going to do something. So if you just did something every day for your shelves and Shelf-Tember, you'll be good to go. So that my original plan was to do 1 prep item a day, which would have been 30 prep items in the month. So I do have a lot of catching up to do, and I will get to it all. I need to be making up some dry mixes, and yeah, I'm going to do another video on Shelf-Tember, and that'll be coming up in a little while. But I'm going to go now. I want to dry these dishes here. It's only a crock pot and a few things. Pour myself another cup of coffee. And, well, you know what? I'll pour my coffee now. Hang on. Well, that didn't take very long. I do have my second cup of coffee poured. And took a nice hot shower earlier this, just before I came on here. It's a little overcast today, so I don't know what's going to happen. But I have so many things to do in the house. I'm going to have to make a list. And even the little tiny things I write down. And then when I cross them off, I do feel like I accomplished something, and it helps with procrastination. So the first thing I have to do is empty the dishwasher, followed by fold the towels, followed by clean the pantry shelves. And then I need to take care of, not do the bills. I just want to check my accounts and everything to make sure everything's okay. So I'm going to check accounts. That is very important because I've been putting that off. I have to meal plan for next week. And get October's budget kind of figured out. I'm going to put a question mark here because it could wait a little bit. And this doesn't all have to get done today. This is just my weekend. So I'm going to even put up here weekend chores. And also, there was one other thing I had to do. It was right here. Oh, a detailed grocery stock-up list. Like every little detail. So as I'm cleaning out that pantry, I'm also going to be doing an inventory of what I have and what I need. Things that I'm not using. If I haven't used them and they're still good, I will donate them to a food pantry or a church not far from here that has a food provisions ministry. So I will definitely give it to them. And yeah, that's it for the weekend, or for chores. This does not include cleaning the house. No, it doesn't include cleaning the house. Anybody want to come over and clean my house? But here you have it, my little kitty notepad, and my cup of coffee. And now I have to get going on 3 chores that I really need to do today. Is empty the dishwasher, fold the towels, and check on the accounts. Okay, guys, this was the first time I ever did this. Misty over at Life with Misty suggested I do a vlog and just, pause the camera and keep doing bits and pieces of video. So I thought I would, and I really enjoy it this way. Yeah, I like it. It's fun. Okay, guys, I don't want to make this too long, but if you like this format, give me a thumbs up. Well, give me a thumbs up anyway. And if you like the format, just put yes in the comments below. If you're not already a part of my community, hit subscribe, and you will be. Okay? See you guys later.